All right, let's get into it. So I'm doing a recap of this debate I had with a guy named Ahrayahla. I think that's like a female Hebrew name. Um, so I just want to show most of it, but right, let's get into it. So I'm doing a recap. Okay, so I want to focus on the contention, like what we actually disagree with. So the brother likes to hear himself. He likes to hear himself talk. So there's a lot of moments where we just talking, like no debating. So I just want to get to the points where we debated. Okay, and let's see who really won this debate. The AC of a man, like an actual human being man.
What was the word you used without the what?
Male. I said male at first. MALE.
Yeah, but what you said without the
something. The agency of a man, a male. Like where a man had no part in Jesus coming into existence.
Okay, and where in the Bible are you gathering that from?
Up here is some timestamps. I'm going to be skipping around because it's a lot of talking and we're not debating. So I want to get to where we're debating. That is Luke chapter 1. I believe around 30 something. 30 something. Mind you, before this debate, I knew nothing about this guy.
Luke 1, okay.
I watched one video, he debated a white guy.
Okay, so I'll let you start around like verse 26.
I'll let you talk. I felt like he was fair, so I was like, I came like my best behavior, like, you know. But now I know now I know who he is. Looking back, I should have been more aggressive, but I would have never known because when you're too aggressive, the debate ends early. So I wanted to have a good debate.
6, right?
Like probably too passive.
So it says Jesus's birth foretold, right? It says, in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto the city of Galilee, named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph. So this is a woman that is betrothed or promised to a man named Joseph, of the house of David, right? And the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came in unto her and said, Hail, thou that art highly favored, the Lord is with thee.
This is a recap of a debate I did with this brother over a year ago, December 22nd. It was actually before that. He uploaded it later. He doesn't do live debates. He do premieres. And I'd be like kind of like wary of people that don't do live debates. Everything is because of premiere. And, you know, that's like in case they get beat up, they could decide to upload it or not.
Blessed art thou among women, right? And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be. The angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb. Thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. Right? Now, in the Hebrew, his name would be Yahushua. Are you familiar with that?
No.
All right. So yeah, the letter J, less than 500 years.
This is what I'm trying to say. I'm skipping past all this stuff. This free education he's giving me on this bogus Hebrew.
Years old. Okay, it's the newest letter to the English alphabet. Okay, and this is 2,000 plus years ago. All right, and Mary lived in the land of Israel. They spoke Hebrew, right? So there's no J in the Hebrew language.
Oh.
His name in Hebrew would be he shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest, and the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David. What does that mean?
That just means that he's coming from obviously as a spiritual father, because he doesn't have a father named David. David has his own sons. So this just means that he's coming from the lineage, the offspring of David.
From the what?
The lineage or offspring of David.
Okay, cool. So now let's go right back up, right?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that this passage of scripture tells us that there's no man involved in the birth of Jesus Christ, yet it says that the Lord God is going to give him the throne of his father David, right? And then we see, that's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so why does the angel, right? Why does the writer of the gospel, Luke, go out of his way, right here in verse 27, to say to a virgin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Espoused. This woman is now, she's promised,
Right.
she's engaged, betrothed to a man whose name is Joseph of the house of David. So Joseph is of the house of David.
So
right?
Looking back at this, that language is not necessarily pointing to David when it says of the house of David, because the angel was coming to Mary. Okay, so verse 26, and in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth. Listen who is sent to. So it's going to talk about Mary and it's going to describe Mary. So it's saying to a virgin, espoused to a man. So it's discussed about her. So she's espoused to a man of Joseph. She's from the house of David, and that virgin name was Mary. So in that language, I don't see where the house of David is pointing to Joseph only. The way it's worded, it could be pointing to him, it could be pointing to Mary, and they both could be sharing this. To a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, comma. So we're done with him. So we're still talking about Mary. It's describing Mary, what she got going on. So what she got going on, she's espoused to Joseph. What she got going on, she's of the house of David, and that virgin's name is Mary. To a virgin, uh, espoused to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. So that's not clear language where it's pointing to somebody only or exclusively. So again, looking back, I'm like, but I really don't want to argue those points too much because it's not like I like to argue absolute or close to possible to absolute. So like the gray areas, I try to don't go down rabbit holes because I have a goal I'm trying to accomplish. Trying to accomplish the virgin birth is true.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to jump back down, right? It says, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Yahushua, Jesus. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest, and the Lord shall give unto him the throne of his father David.
Right.
So how is David his father if Joseph is not his father? But Joseph is being called being mentioned to be of the house of David.
So his mother's not from the house of David?
It doesn't say that his mother's of the house of David?
But we know she's an Israelite, correct?
Yeah. An Israelite is a person who descends from one of 12 patriarchs, who descends from one of 12. Listen, right?
Let me insert this real fast. Let me insert this. So Zacharias, what tribe is he from?
Zacharias is of the tribe of Levi.
And what tribe is his wife from, Elizabeth?
Of the tribe of Levi.
How do we know that?
Because it tells us that, right? Let's read.
Okay.
It says, verse 5, there was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest. So the priests, according to the Bible, are Levites.
Just how smart he is in the Bible.
Right? Named Zacharias of the course of Abiah. Right? We can read about these courses in, I believe that's what, 2 Samuel. Right? It says, and his wife was of the daughters of Aaron. Who's Aaron?
Aaron is Moses' brother.
And what tribe is Moses and Aaron from?
The Levites.
Okay, so if she's of the daughters of Aaron, that means that she's a Levite, right?
Right. Okay. And so would Zacharias be also, right?
Zacharias is a Levite as well, yes.
Right. So that was my point. So if Zacharias is a Levite, it makes sense he's going to marry a Levite woman. If Joseph is from the house of David, it makes sense he's going to marry a woman from the house of David.
So you're
that's what a just man will do.
Telling me that Israelites didn't marry within tribe?
So yeah, but that was like frowned upon. So they want to talk about this frowned upon thing. Well, that was frowned upon because these guys talk about when things are frowned upon, there's shame there. Well, brother, you can marry from different tribes, but that was frowned upon, and the inheritance thing. But don't worry, because I got stronger arguing that point. And when Captain bring this up, I'm going to go here again, but expound more. This is over a year ago.
Now, I'm just saying, when I read this, right, when I read the Bible, I'm reading that it makes sense that Zacharias married a woman from his tribe, that Joseph is going to marry a woman from a wife from his tribe.
Right? I don't listen. Is your wife black?
I'm not married.
You're not married,
Yeah,
right?
this is what I'm trying to get.
Wouldn't be considered
anecdotal.
She's not of my black. To be married.
It said has to be. The fact it doesn't mention Mary's
be marrying or taking a woman who's of his tribe.
No, I never said has to be. The fact it doesn't mention Mary's tribe. There's a question mark there. So
her tribe is irrelevant.
No, actually, it's relevant if you're asking me.
Well, why you
how does the house of David? No, actually, it's relevant if you're asking me how does the house of David apply here. I'm saying.
But here's the thing: it doesn't say that she's of the house of David at all anywhere in the Bible.
I got you. I understand that. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't say that she's not either. So
right. So that's a great area. Like we don't know if we know she's an Israelite, or we're assuming she's an Israelite because we don't know that either. It doesn't say she's an Israelite either. She could be a Gentile, but he'll argue she's of Israel. So we look at clues to determine how she's an Israelite, and we look at clues to determine how she could be from Judah.
I'm saying that this is just logic for me.
That's illogical, brother. Right?
Look, but you're asking.
Okay, I understand that you're coming to that conclusion.
Right.
But that's an illogical conclusion to come to.
Okay, so here's a question for you then. Mm-hmm. So Matthew chapter 1, that genealogy is who? Of whom?
Of Jesus.
I know, but what parent of Jesus?
Of Joseph.
Okay, and Luke chapter 3, that genealogy is what parent of Jesus?
Okay, all right, let's go. Let's go there, right?
Yeah,
we will go there, right? Let's go to Luke 3. Mm-hmm. Actually, before we go to Luke 3, so let's go back down to Luke. Finish up in Luke 1, right? Just to finish.
Do Luke 3. Let's do Luke 3 a little last because we're gonna be all over the place. Let's let that
we already are
segment by itself.
Okay, yeah. Listen, I'm very well equipped to address Luke 3, right? So
again, I'm saying we could do that because I want to stay somewhere. I don't want to be everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, let's just finish this right here. I'm with you, brother. Right. So again, it goes out your way to let you know that this man Joseph, right? He has an espoused wife, right? He is of the house of David. It does not say that she is of the house of David.
It doesn't say no. That verse 27 is very ambiguous. It's actually pointing at both of them. So I will argue. You can argue is Joseph. I can argue that that's Mary. But let me go a little further because he's a lot of filibustering.
The Lord, Yahweh, telleth thee that he will make thee an house. So who's the thee? It's David.
Yeah.
And when thy days be fulfilled, meaning when you're dead, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed. Right? Thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels. What does that mean?
Exactly what it said. What
is his bowels?
Let's see what it says in the Strong's. I'm not sure.
No, what is a man's bowels? What seed proceeds out of a man's bowels?
Well, I don't see that word seed as sperm, by the way.
Okay, so I knew what bowels. I knew bowels didn't only extend to men. Okay, but again, the rabbit holes I was trying to avoid. Hold on. Because I was understanding that he was ready to argue everything we disagree on. And I have a problem with these Hebrew Israelites. Like, they don't like to talk about Matthew 1 and Luke 1 too much. So I'm like, he's going to argue every disagreement I have, and we'll never get to Matthew 1. Because my goal was not really Luke 1. It was Matthew 1. And look how long it's going to take us to get there. We're arguing the virgin birth. Shouldn't we read Matthew 1 at some point? All right. So, here you go. All right. Look at this. So I knew this at the time. This is Numbers chapter 5, verse 22. And this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels, talking about the woman, to make thy belly to swell and thy thigh to rot. And the woman should shout, Amen, amen. So she was drinking this water, by the way. Okay. And the priest shall set the woman before thee and uncover the woman's head and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causes curse. And the priest, oh boy, hold on a second. Okay, so and then verse 22, verse 21, sorry. Then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. Did I skip something? Okay. So anyway, the woman's going to drink this water, and it's going to make her. And if she's actually a cheater, this is the jealousy offering. And if she's she, and he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causes the curse, and the water that caused the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. Okay, but if she actually was cheating, if his jealousy intuition was right, the water would go to her bowels. It'll make her belly to swell, so it goes into her bowels. So I already knew that women had bowels too. Bowels just mean stomach. Okay, so but I again, I'm listen, bro. Just like I ain't know about Yahweh Shai allegedly, bro. I don't know about bowels. Bowels must be a man thing. I just want to keep going.
I see it as offspring, as offspring.
Okay, you don't see that sperm? I got you. Watch
Yeah.
this, right? So here we have in the Hebrew the word for seed, right?
Yeah. See, so this is what I didn't want to do. Every little thing I disagree with, he want to go into it. Like, bro, I don't listen. But this one is a good go into. But the bowels, I'm like, dude, let's just move on.
Zerai. Let's see how how the Israelites translated that word into Greek, right? The Septuagint, right? So let's go, boom, right here. This is the Greek word for seed.
Now notice that he's in the Old Testament, but we're looking at the Greek in the Old Testament. So this is very disingenuous, and I'm gonna call him out on that.
Let's let the white guy say it. What does that sound? What does sperma sound like?
So this is his scholarship. What does something sound like? Not what it is. What does it sound like?
Yeah, it sounds funny, but that's a Greek term. But what is the Hebrew? So the Hebrew word for seed is what?
Zerai.
Right. And what is?
So why are you defining the Hebrew word by a Greek definition? Like this is like, look, we caught him. Who does that? Do you go into the Greek and define a word by the Hebrew? Like, yo, you're reading the Old Testament. Okay, the rule is if you're in the Old Testament, define it by the Old Testament words. If you're in the New Testament, define it by the Greek words. He's in the Old Testament defining seed with a Greek definition. This was I caught him.
What does that mean? So, yeah, it sounds funny, but that's a Greek term. But what is the Hebrew? So the Hebrew word for seed is what?
Zerai.
Right. And what does that mean in that context?
It means your actual seminal fluid. That's what.
All right, nah, that's a lie. It doesn't say seminal fluid for zera. Zera. In fact, let's just go there. And this is why he went to sperma, because he thinks that fits his narrative better. Okay. So I think that's it. Let me make sure. Here we go. Is that it? No, this ain't it. It looks close. Okay, maybe it was. Nah, dang it. All right, let me just get it. Oh, Zot. All right, let me stop guessing. Let me just get it. I hate when I'm eating and talking. I'm starving. I'm with it. I tell you, I eat once a day. I might snack on little things, but I eat a full meal usually. Like, so I pretty much fast every day. I don't need a holiday or holy day to teach me how to fast. I just do it. Okay, so Zeti. Okay. So he said sperm seminal fluid. Okay. This is the category, and these are the options, what it means. Sowing, seed, semen viral, offspring, descendants, posterity, children of moral quality. So it means A through E, and then the other category, or then it says a protection of righteousness, sowing time. Okay. It says seed, produce seed. This is cultivation here. Okay. Well, literally, it means sowing. So why does he say this?
What do you mean?
So the Hebrew word for seed is what?
Zerai.
Right. And what does that mean in that context?
It means your actual seminal fluid. That's what.
We just know he just lied. And he said Zerai. So if he already knew about this word in Hebrew, why did he cherry pick the Greek for a Hebrew word? Why would he cherry pick a Greek definition for a Hebrew word?
It means,
In the Strongs?
brother.
See,
That's what it means.
That context.
It means your actual seminal fluid. That's what it means.
In the Strongs?
So you could tell that he debates people hoping, like he'll be a horrible chess player. He debates people hoping they don't know better. They don't do further research. They just read the Bible in English and that's it. That his debate style is based on that. If you research outside the English, he's gonna have a problem with that because his strategy is hoping you just don't know.
Brother. I'll pull it up, right?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm saying it first in 2 Samuel chapter 7.
Okay, so we're here. So now are you gonna skip past A, B, D, E and just say is C?
The Strong's word.
I got it. It said seed.
Right.
Seed, figuratively fruit, plant, sowing time, posterity. What does posterity mean? Let's look that up.
See,
what does child mean? I see child there too.
What does posterity mean?
I said, what does child mean? I see child there too.
Let's look that up.
What does child mean? I see child there too.
All future generations of people. So the future generation. Wait. Slow down, right? The word Zerai in Hebrew means posterity, which is all future generations of people, right? It says carnally, child, fruitful, seed, all right, sowing time, right? We can look at how it's used, right? It's the seed of a thing, right? Whether it's of herbs, right? Whether it's of plants, right? Let's look at Genesis 4:25.
So why'd you say semen fluid?
And Adam knew his wife. What does that mean?
And he went to the
He had sex with her.
Yes,
and she bare a son and called his name Seth. For God said, "She hath appointed me another seed." Who is his seed?
Wait.
Right. So I mean, I pointed that out in the definition. Like, yo, it's child. Seed is child, children, descendants. You said semen.
Wait. Stop it. Can you just prove my point? He said God. What he said, God did what to him? God appointed another seed.
Yes.
So not another sperm, right? Just another child.
Brother, we say.
So I just can't be right. This guy is weird.
Colloquially, black folks, so-called black Americans, they say, "Oh yeah, that's my seed." Talking about my child. My child is my seed. I am the seed of my father.
No, I agree. But I'm saying I disagree with, and I said that early. I disagree that seed means sperm. It doesn't. It means child or offspring or actual seed, like of a mustard seed.
So far I'm winning, right? So now we have opposing views, and it was seed. So I said child, he said sperm. Just to conclude, it means child. So let me know when I start losing, everybody. Let me know when I start losing. So right now, I won that battle, the seed battle. Let's go.
brother. No, brother.
No,
Okay,
no.
so wait. So let's take that same word seed there and let's make sense of it in sperm in that same context. God appointed me another sperm, and he's talking about Seth, an actual kid.
A seed. Brother, what produces a child?
Sperm.
So now we're going to what produces a child. You just said, so, okay. So why don't you say sperm is what produces a seed? And then maybe we would have agreed. But you can't say what produces something and then say they're both the same. They're the causation and the actual manifestation. Like that's just silly.
So this is my seed. This is my child.
Okay, well, hold on. But is a child sperm?
Brother, you're being super myopic, right? So I want to point.
You was being definitive earlier. You said that seed was sperm. I challenge you. You agreed with me that this just means child, descendants, posterity, and now you're saying what?
Something out, right? You said like mustard seed, right? Well, I can look up mustard seed in the Bible, and guess what?
So now we're running somewhere else, and he's not going to make his point better. He's going to further my point. Look at this guy.
You don't have the word sperma there, seed in the Bible, and guess what? You don't have the word sperma there because that's not the concept of that type of seed.
All right, so I gotta clip this one where he take this L. So he said, when you look at mustard seed, you don't see the word sperma.
Look up mustard seed in the Bible, and guess what?
I'm definitely clip
you don't have the word sperma there because that's not the concept of that type of seed.
Are you sure you don't have sperma there?
Sperma's not there.
All right, hold on.
Sperma's not here.
I don't know
in
why
reference to a mustard seed, the scriptures about mustard seed, the word sperma is not used, sir.
Okay, go to Matthew chapter 13, verse 32. And let's look at the Strongs.
It's not there, right? Queer guy, it's not there.
Matthew 13, verse 32.
Watch how you switch up.
You're right. I'll give you that. It does say seeds, right? But regardless.
Oh, I gotta clip that. Dude, that's an L. Okay. I forgot. He makes it where you can't clip it.
Right? Regardless.
Don't worry. On my recap, I'll be able to clip it.
That is not used, sir.
Okay.
To a mustard seed, scripture.
All right.
Type of seed. Or sperma there in the Bible, and guess right? You said like mustard seed, right? Well, I can look up mustard seed in the Bible, and guess what? You don't have the word sperma there because that's not the concept of that type of seed.
Are you sure you don't have sperma there?
Sperma's not there.
All right, hold on.
Sperma's not here. When in reference to a mustard seed,
these guys are not ready.
Mustard seed, the word sperma is not used, sir.
Okay, go to Matthew chapter 13, verse 32. And let's look at the Strongs. Matthew 13, verse 32.
Okay, you're right. I'll give you that. It does say seeds, right? But regardless, right? Regardless, that
I need a whole quiet period. So I got to clip it.
Sperma's not there in the Bible, and guess right? You said like mustard topic, right? So I want to point something out, right? You said like mustard seed, right? Well, I can look up mustard seed in the Bible, and guess what? You don't have the word sperma there because that's not the concept of that type of seed.
Are you sure you don't have sperma there?
Sperma's not there.
All right, hold on.
Sperma's not here. When in reference to a mustard seed, the scriptures about mustard seed, the word sperma is not used, sir.
Okay, go to Matthew chapter 13, verse 32. And let's look at the Strongs. Matthew 13, verse 32.
Okay, you're right. I'll give you that. It does say seeds, right? But regardless, right? Regardless, that mustard seed, that mustard plant does not exist.
So now it's regardless. That's called an L, bro. All right. So 39 is the next, because, bro, we don't want to hear nothing else on that. You agree with me that seed is a child, and then you just got debunked when you thought seed didn't mean an actual seed also. That was weird because it said it in the definition in the Greek and Hebrew. So that was weird to even contest that. I was just doing a Birdman hand rub when he was like, I'm going to prove this, they ain't there. Like, okay. Birdman hand rub.
Beni Yisrael, if you ask Jewish people, right, who speak Yiddish, right? Beni Yisrael, right? Or Banya Yasha'Allah in the ancient tongue, right? So I'm glad you agreed that Jesus Christ, right? He is an Israelite and his brethren are the Israelite. Cool. So let's read this. Hebrews 2:15. And deliver them and deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject unto bondage. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed sperma, right? The seed of Abraham, right? Wherefore in all...
Wait a minute. Why are you focusing back on seed? You just agreed that seed means an actual seed, like mustard seed, and we agreed that seed means child or children or descendants. Why are you still focusing on the word seed as though it means something else? This is the delusion that these brothers be on, the pill of delusion that they swallow continually. Bruh, we just hashed that out.
The seed deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject unto bondage. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed sperma.
He's back on that. Yo, this guy crazy. All right. I didn't put too much salt on this one taco. All right. Oh, damn, not that. All right, so let me share something. Oh.
Right? The seed of Abraham, right? Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. So,
all right. So let me just say something real fast, because he keeps saying seed sperma, and then sperma, like he act like it was the Greek language, and then English was right afterwards, like they're cousins. Okay. So the way stuff works is, especially languages like thousands of years from each other, hundreds of years. English, when we borrow other languages that came before us, we might borrow the word, but we don't necessarily borrow the definition. So he keeps saying sperma, that's Greek, and we in English say sperm, so it must be the same thing. Well, what about in Spanish? What about in Chinese language? What then? Okay, so cafe. When Americans think of cafe, we think of a sit-in, a dine-in, where you can eat breakfast, some type of meal, coffee, bagels, donuts, scrambled egg and cheese, whatever. But in France, cafe is just coffee. So in English, we borrowed their word, but we didn't borrow their definition. Cafe to us means something totally different than it means to those people in France.
the scriptures are telling us that Jesus Christ was made like unto his brethren in all things. What does that mean?
I agree. Can I bring you to another verse where?
Can you explain that?
Yeah. All of his brethren was born of a woman.
How?
His brethren had fathers, physical earthly fathers, but they were all definitely born of a woman. And matter of fact, not all of them had an Israelite father, but they definitely had an Israelite mother.
Can you show me that in the Bible? Can you show me how the Israelites reckon their genealogy and how you're reckoned an Israelite through your mother? Can you show me that in the Bible?
Yeah. So can I first pull up a couple scriptures that supports like my argument, like the same way you went and pull some things up, which is very good. Like you brought up Hebrews 2:15. That's a very good scripture. So I would like to support myself with some scripture.
You can definitely do that. But can you answer my question first?
Right, I got you. Believe me.
Now that's fair for him to say, no, you made a claim. And before you go and bring out your arguments, can you first back up your claim? So what he's doing right now is fair. There's nothing wrong with that. Like he's saying, ho, why wait for you to bring out arguments just to go back here when this is going to be already settled in dust? So what he's saying right now is fair.
I'm not going to let you down. But I want to go on the attack also. I don't want to be on the defense the whole dialogue. So let me just support my stance. We'll just maybe 3 verses, then I'll go right to your question. I'll go right to it. Just there's 3 verses.
But I already knew that once I addressed that, we would be stuck there. It's another rabbit hole.
And there's some of them are just one-liners. And
brother, just answer my question first, and then you can go and bring out your verses.
Okay, the reason why I'm stalling, because that's going to cause a whole different debate, which I don't want to do that right now. Just like I didn't want to do Luke 3 right now. I want to stay focused. So let me just let me just show you how our brethren, right? Let me just show you how our brethren was all made the same way, because I'm going to support my claim. So if you could pull up Galatians chapter 4 and read verse 4.
This does not help you, sir.
Really?
This does not help you. Okay, I'll read it, right?
All right.
Galatians 4:4. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his son,
right,
made of a woman, made under the law, according to the law.
Wait. Let's slow down on word for word. So who sent their son, by the way? Who sent their son?
God.
Right. Not Joseph. And who was the son made of?
That hold on. That does not mean because God sent you.
Right. Yeah. So
God sent everybody on the planet.
Nah. Again, I'm just trying to go. We're 42 minutes in and we didn't even read Matthew's 1 yet. Okay. God did not send us down directly. We came indirect. We were sent from God indirectly. So you have something called direct objects and you got indirect objects. We are indirectly sent from God. We are directly sent from our parents.
In earth, right?
I'm with you on that.
So for the record, that does not say that. That verse does not say not Joseph. It don't say that.
I'm adding that in there. Obviously.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are adding that in there.
Yeah, I'm adding that. We can't have like a cool conversation, so I'm adding that in there. Myself, I'm adding that in there. But this was the time to say made from a man. But the Bible, like you said, the author decided to say, we're going to mention God, we're going to mention Jesus, we're going to mention Mary, but we're not going to mention Joseph.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
So when you said made like his brethren, just responding to Hebrews 2:15, when he's made like his brethren.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't prepared for all of their gift of gads, like all their twisted scriptures, their weird understanding on obvious texts and things that a 7th grade can comprehend. They had rewired it. I wasn't prepared for like the rewiring of what the verses say. So it's kind of like what the hell? Like, no, this is common. This reads this way, bro. There's no other way to read this. So, but now I'm like aware of how they twisted thoughts. So after this debate, long story short, emailed them like a peasant, like, hey, brother, the Bible says, come as wise as a serpent, but as soft as a dove, or harmful as a dove, peaceful as a dove. So I came off peaceful. Hey, brother, wise, but peaceful. Hey, brother, you want to do a part 2? I don't want to debate you. Because he knew that he said a lot of stuff in the lexicon that was wrong. And after that debate, I'm pretty much going to research it, and because I wasn't familiar of like the lexicon, every word like that. So when he was lying, I didn't know he was lying on a lot of things. So when I followed up with LJ told me he was lying, and I followed up like, oh, he was lying. Like, wait a minute, I still kicked his ass, but let's run that back because it shouldn't have been that close. It should have been 12 rounds to nothing or a knockout. Okay. So, but yeah, he didn't want no smoke with a part 2 of now I'm aware of what the lexicon says on these words that you were lying about, like how he tried to lie about sperma in the Hebrew. Like, why would you go look up a Hebrew word with a Greek definition? So, but then he said zeta, like right away. So why'd you go to sperma then if you know zeta is the Hebrew word? So this is the type of deception he was doing the whole time. And I was catching some of them, but I didn't catch all of them. So when I asked for a part 2, that's because I cut off. And Normally, all of them gonna say no to a part two. I had a couple brothers, to be honest, that agreed to a part two. They got slaughtered, but he's wise enough to know, like, okay, I was lying, and most likely he researched it, so he knows something.
All of the brethren was born of a woman, but not all of them was born of a man from Israel. And then you asked me to prove that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I like how you asked me a question before you go to. I will go to the verse right here, but I need to know something first about this.
Girl,
do you believe that a non-Israelite male can have sex with a Israelite woman, and that woman still carries this seed, still preserve the lineage?
All right, so this is the other point of contention I'm going to win. So I want to see one hands down. He even conceded. So this is another one, because right now he's reading passages, Hebrews 2:16, and he like, I don't even know why we're there. There's no really debate there. We're just going Galatians 4:4. We're just going back and fro, to and fro, but we're not really debating, okay, or arguing or standing on business on these passages. So now, where I'm gonna take him now, this is gonna be the second point of contention outside of seed, and he's gonna take an L here too. So he's gonna be 0-2. Please tell me where he's right. Please tell me where he was right and I was wrong. I'll wait for anybody to write in the future in the comment section or even live now. Right where he was wrong. Right, excuse me. Right where he was right and where I was wrong. Right now in the live comment or in the future comments after this live is over, and I'll address that. I guarantee you guys can't do it. Not no major point.
I'm confused. Your question is confusing.
Okay, so let me like this. If a Hamite had sex with the Israelite woman, that son, is he Hamite because of the dad, or is he Israel because of the woman?
He's a Hamite.
Now I'm gonna say he's Israel because of the woman.
Can you prove that?
Yes.
Okay, show me.
So this was some of my offense that I wanted to at least show them. So really, I'm the one bringing the offense. The opposing views.
Okay, let me just go to. I'm just going to Bible Hub and click something in there and make sure I get it exactly where it's at. But I will, like I said, I was going to do. That's like I said, bro. I'm never going to dodge a claim that I make. I'll make it. You know, I just might want to.
Okay.
First.
Be getting to it.
Yeah. So. Give me about 30 seconds. I'm just reading through my notes.
All right, let's get a little music.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't make it too boring.
Oh, I got you. I got something for you. Let's get a little music.
Didn't Captain play the same music and got beat up when I found it? Dude, my organized truth isn't as organized as your organized lie. At that point, you got it. You got it. The organized lie, you got it. It's well versed. My organized truth is not so organized, a little disorganized. So you got it. Yeah. So you caught me. I was debating organized lie versus an unorganized truth. Right. You got me.
First Chronicles chapter 2. I'm so glad you were waiting. The wait is no longer needed.
First Chronicles 2. Okay.
Can you read verse 1 slowly so we don't miss what's going on here? Okay.
These are the sons of Israel.
Hold on, wait. No. You're reading past too fast. These are the sons of who?
Of Israel.
So we know we're reading about the sons of Israel, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now notice when he read his verse, the seed of Abraham, the seed, all emphatic, all this type of pronunciation, extra syllables and stressing the syllables. When I say, hey, read my passage, like he speaks Spanish.
Of Israel.
Oh, wait, now, don't
Watch
miss
this.
what's going on here. Okay.
These are the sons of Israel.
Hold on, wait, now.
Look, we're the same energy. Where is the same energy for my passages? Look at this. Son of Israel.
Now, you're reading past too fast. These are the sons of who?
Of Israel.
So we know we're reading about the sons of Israel, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead, read about the sons.
Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher.
So that's the proof that this is.
Yo, look how he's reading my passages. Dry, uncompelling, like he's almost like lying. Like he's lying for me.
We're talking about the sons of Israel, but it's going to be more specific which son we're talking about. Okay, so can you go to verse 12?
And Boaz begat Obed, and Obed begat Jesse.
So we're dealing with a lineage here, like no different than Matthew or Luke. Read verse 13.
And Jesse begat his firstborn Eliab, and Abinadab, and second Shema, the third.
Wait, so now 15 is the key verse. Read 15.
Ozem the sixth, David the seventh.
So that's just telling you the different sons. That's telling you the order of kids. What order David come from the kids of Jesse? So David is the seventh son of Jesse. So I'm pointing out this is it said it in verse 1. This is a lineage through David. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you familiar with this lineage, by the way? Have you ever read First Chronicles chapter 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then why'd you ask me that dumbass question about showing you an Israelite woman having a baby with a Gentile heathen father and the baby is still Israel?
Then why are we even arguing? Read 34.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you familiar with this lineage, by the way? Have you ever read First Chronicles chapter 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then why are we even arguing? Read 34.
Right. Okay. Verse 34. It reads, now Sheshan had no sons, but daughters, and Sheshan had a servant, an Egyptian, whose name was Jarha.
Read 35.
And Sheshan gave his daughter to Jarha, his servant, to wife, and bare him Attai.
And read 36. Stop right there.
And Attai begat Nathan.
And Nathan begat who?
And Nathan begat Zabad.
So even though an Egyptian was added as a father in the lineage, it still continued as the lineage of Israel, Judah, all the way down to the last one, the last verse.
You say what now?
Okay, the Egyptian, the Sheshan had no sons. He only had daughters. So he wanted to continue the lineage through his daughters. So he gave his daughter the Egyptian male servant, the maid or whatever, the servant. And he had sex with his daughter, and they begot Ita. And that kid was not called an Egyptian. That kid preserved the seed of Judah all the way down to the last.
It does not say that anywhere in this verse, bro.
I was hoping you say that. Now watch this. Hold on. I was hoping you say that. Watch this. Watch this blessing I'm gonna do for you here. Watch this. I was hoping you say that.
So again, let me just show, all right, because the guy is very disingenuous and he's kind of slow. Or is he that damn deceptive? Okay, so what I was pointing out was in First Chronicles, we're talking about the sons of Israel. That's their lineage. Everybody down. So look at verse 1. This is Adam. So everybody from verse 1 all the way down to 54, these all come from Adam. Okay, even Edom. So chapter 2, we're dealing with the sons of Israel. Okay, if we go to chapter 3, the sons of David, the lineage, the sons of Judah, like the sons of Reuben. So these are the lineages. First chapter 1 is Adam, and then every other chapter is Israel or specific sons of Israel. If I just scroll down randomly somewhere, okay, we got a story here. So now we got stories. So all the Israel, so we're dealing with the Israelites, man, reckoned by genealogies, and that's what we read. Okay, see now Benjamin begot. So these are all Israelites after chapter 1. So I don't know if he knew that or if he just that dead dumb, but this is chapter 2 all the way down to chapter 55. We're dealing with the Israelites. Okay.
Because I like a good challenge here and there. I like when people come a bluff.
Yeah, he even.
I kind of heard that before. He said, it didn't say that. Really? Okay. So I'm just pulling up for myself right now. So you can put the Jeopardy music back on. I'm going to pull up for myself. But I'm going to show you something. Lineage, all lineages of Israel. So First Chronicles chapter 1. This is okay.
Now look how he skipped past the headline. So he's in blue letter, and the headline is going to say.
I'll read this time to speed it up.
Look.
So First Chronicles chapter.
I couldn't hit the damn thing so fast enough.
Okay.
So watch this.
So I'll read this time to speed it up.
There we go. So it says, this is chapter 1. It says the genealogy from Adam. So I wasn't lying. Genealogy, actually, he knew this.
So First Chronicles chapter 1. This is all lineages of Israel. Every last one of them. Every name in the lineage is of Israel. So First Chronicles chapter 1. Adam, Sheth, Enos, Kenan.
So if I said Israel, I meant to say Adam. So this is Adam. So if you argue that, he's right.
Mahali, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, Japheth. These are the sons of Japheth. So every name after Japheth is the sons. And then verse 6, it says, and the sons. So when it stops somebody, it's going to tell you, like it did just now. It said the sons of Japheth and name a few names, and it stopped it. And it said, these are the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath. It stopped.
So I was right. So he would have been wrong.
Then it said, and these are the sons of Javan. If it don't stop,
you said these are all Israelites.
No.
Okay, so I did make that mistake. Yeah, so that's not what I meant. I'm talking about chapter 2.
No. I'm going back. No.
That's what you said.
Your chapter 1 is all Israelites. You said that.
Relax.
That's what you said.
You'll see where I'm going. Just relax.
I did say that by mistake. I didn't notice it at the time.
For a second, just use where I'm going.
Brother, slow down, relax.
Right. Well, you asked me to slow down, but I'm trying to build my case up.
So right now he's right in stopping me because I did have a slip of the tongue, so he can't let that go.
Brother.
So let me just clear up the confusion, my boy. Let me just get some words.
Brother, just slow down.
Okay,
right,
go ahead.
Brother, I have nowhere to go. It's Friday.
All right, but I'm just so eager to bring out the gospel. So
brother, this is not the gospel. What are you talking about?
I know it's not.
I want to bring it out. This Matthew 1. I want to get there. Trust me.
Dude. Brother.
Now you go ahead. Stop.
Relax. All the Israelites. You said that.
No. You misrepresented what I'm saying.
That's what you said, though.
No. Okay. Dude, are we going to go? Listen. You just want to argue, go back and forth. I was going to go to chapter.
You say something that's wrong. I'm going to correct you because that's what the Bible tells me to do,
brother. What I was going to do is I was going to go to 3 and 4 first chapters. I said, you know what? Let me go and just show you the pattern. I'm showing you the pattern. When it mentions a name and their lineage, we are to believe every last person is of the lineage unless it changes. So I'm showing you how lineages are stopped. They're stopped with the new person. So,
brother, slow down, right? You don't know how lineages work, right?
I know.
And let me show you why you don't. Because you took me to the woman.
From this point on, we are talking about Ham. Okay, and then it goes to the son.
That's why I was saving. That's why at this time marker, I was trying to save y'all from the chitter chat back and forth. All right, so we're about to get back into it. Right over here somewhere.
All the way down to 27, and then 2. You see where we're going now. So it goes from Shem. Now the other nations stopped. So now Shem turn now. So let me know when Shem stops. It says it goes from Shem, and now we're talking about Eber. We're talking about Abraham. We're talking about the firstborn of Ishmael. Okay, so it switches again. We're talking about Ishmael. Okay.
Oh, now it switches again, bro.
Yeah. Of course. And then we go to Esau.
All right, so he knows where I'm going. Yeah, it switches because the new name is mentioned and it's saying sons of them. This is Adam. So when Adam had sons, they had different nations. Okay, they represented different nations.
Look, relax. And then I know you ain't read this in a long time. I got it. In verse 35, it says the sons of Esau. So we're talking about a whole new lineage. It keeps switching over and over and over. How do we know? Because they're mentioning names that's obvious of a different lineage. Now, we're going to skip past chapter 2 because that's the fallout. We're going to go to chapter 3. Now, this is what I mean by all Israel, my brother. So chapter 3 says, now these were the sons of David.
This
which
says
were
family
born to
David.
him in Hebron, and first Amnon, and Abraham, and the Jezreelites, the second Daniel, Abigail, and Carmelites. The third, so it goes to the third, it goes to the fifth, it goes to the sixth, and then it says, and these were born unto him Jerusalem. These are Israelites. Shemiah, Nathan, Solomon, the daughter, Ibrahim, all the way down. Then it's, in verse 10 it says, and Solomon's son was Rehoboam. So this is all. So again, I went to chapter 1 to.
I'm showing a pattern. It went from David, sons, and now in verse 10 you see, as it says, and the son, and Solomon's son was Rehoboam, and Abiah his son, and Asa his son, and Jehoshaphat his son. So now it's going to go from David to now it's listing Solomon's sons.
To show you when it switches lineage.
Now today I got a better way to articulate this, but at that time I was pretty much new to that. Shout out to LJ. LJ put me on this one.
You will know, because it'll tell you. So all the way down, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going, and these are all of the same lineage. Now, chapter 4, these are the sons of Judah. This is not no longer chapter 1 where it switches back and forth. It stays consistent. So chapter 1 is the only time the lineage changes. They said it by name. Chapter 2, that's not the case. It said Israel, 12 tribes of Israel, and listed all of them, and then it went down to David and all the way down. The problem you have is that we have the Egyptian father there, as the lineage of David still continue through.
Now, if you think he's gonna like argue against me and rebut what I'm saying, you'll be surprised. He's gonna do something called deflect.
It's not of the lineage of David's, brother.
No, David was in the lineage. What I'm saying, he was in that lineage, right?
Wait. Hold on. He just said this is not the lineage of David, brother. Listen. Oh my God. I know you guys see it. This guy is it says it right here. The genealogy of David. Yeah, this dude is a piece of work, man. I was gonna, say something else. This dude is a piece of work, man. It's not that. Say it again.
No, David still continue through the
it's
woman.
Not of the lineage of David's, brother.
We just seen, but he's still in a lie with a straight face.
No, David was in the lineage. What I'm saying, he's in that lineage, right?
David's in the lineage of who?
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to chapter 2. Let's go back.
Lord in Christ.
I'm sorry, I need my coffee so I can calm the hell down. All right, so
coffee makes you calm.
Yeah, you get headaches and you get.
Now this is a guy who doesn't drink coffee, guys.
Type of crazy stuff. Israel, Reuben. So we're talking about the sons of Israel. Let me know when it changed from Israel.
Okay, so now we're at Israel, right? Son of Israel.
It says Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, and Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. And then it says the sons of Judah. Let me know. So now we know it stops from Israel and it's focused more on Judah. So let me know when it changed from Judah. It says the sons of Judah, and Onan, and Shelah, which 3 were born unto him of the daughter of Shua and the Canaanites. And the firstborn of Judah, was evil in the sight of the Lord, and he slew him. And Tamar, his daughter-in-law, who played the harlot, bare Phares and Zerah. So we're talking about Judah here, the lineage of Judah. All the sons of Judah were 5. And now we go to Judah's son, Phares. This is the Israelites, my boy. So the sons of Phares was Hezron and Hamul, and the sons of Zerah was Zimri and Ethan and Heman and Calco and Dara, 5 of them. And the sons of Carmi, Akar, the troubler of Israel.
But if anybody will say I lost the debate, how, where, point it out to me. What argument he make that I opposed it and it turned out he was right biblically and I was wrong.
Who transgressed in the thing accursed, and then the sons of Ethan. These are all.
But his rebuttal is going to shock you.
All the lineage of Judah, all the way down. Let me know when it stopped being Judah. That's on you.
So again, right? Even right here, right?
Yeah.
It's talking about Phares specifically. It's talking about Zerah specifically, and then it jumps to a guy named Carmi who doesn't tell you who he descends from.
Are they all the wait? When did it stop being the descendants of Judah?
I didn't say to stop from being descendants of Judah, but you're trying to create this pattern thing, right? I'm looking right here where you've taken me, right? I see Phares he has sons mentioned. I see Zerah, he
Yep.
has sons mentioned, right? But then we see Carmi,
Right.
right? It doesn't tell you who Carmi's father is.
But it does later on. It does. So this again, this was somebody who, this is called deflection. We came here, it tell you who Carmi's father is if you keep reading. But these are all Israel. That's the point. And Carmi is of Judah. So check this out. And anybody who reads the Bible knows this. And he claims he knows his genealogy. But we came here for one reason. It was for me to show that an Israelite woman can sleep with a Gentile heathen man and have a son and have sons, and they all be counted as Israel. That's why we here. But he deflected and went to Carmi. Why are we talking about Carmi, brother?
It says, look.
Where's Carmi's father here?
So here.
Well, it's not this. Hold on. What this demonstrates is that there's not this continuous, all right, reckoning of all these people and
when
who
did
they
it change?
from.
When did it change?
Hold on, but you're trying to establish some type of continuity, all right, and pattern, right, here in Chronicles. That's what you're trying to do.
All right. So look. So
there's no pattern. There's not a pattern here.
I got
because if it will tell us who Carmi's father is.
It definitely does. It mentions Carmi's father.
I got you. So this one do for you. I'm gonna do this for you right here.
So now he knows he can click on tools right here and see who Carmi's father is. Right here. He knows he can do that.
You're gonna play that. You're gonna play that game. Okay, I got you.
Playing a game. You're playing a game.
Now, okay, do me a favor.
Wait.
Wait. Now I was there to prove that an Israelite woman can have sex with an Egyptian or any heathen for that matter, but definitely Egyptian, because that was my example, Egyptian, and have a son, and the son be named Israel still after the parent and not after the dad. So I debunked his whole, the father determines the always the tribes, the child's nationality or his tribe. So that's why we even went there. Okay, so we went arguing like hell after that. He deflected. He left the screen. That's what he did. All right, so he lost that point. So we're back.
Right? Chapters and numbers and verses were added as places to be able to find your place in the text, right? Of a produced volume.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And this right here is not.
But you see why he's not addressing the Egyptian man and the Israelite woman.
Not in the text. Let's look at the text. 1 Chronicles 2:1. This is the text. There's there ain't no numbers there. So you're over here trying to use this highlighted, bolded text right here, genealogy, 12 sons of Jacob, and you're saying, oh yeah, this is just this.
Wait, but it's just telling you the lineage. He read subtitles somewhere else, and that was okay with him. But we don't need to read this right here. It says right here, it says, these are the sons of Israel. It says it right here. This just letting you know. But it's in the text.
Indo-BO pattern, and you're trying to set out this pattern, but I showed you the flaws in this pattern, right? Because you took us here, right? I can see the sons of Perez, Hezron, and Hamul. And the sons of Zerah, Zimri, and Ethan, and Heman, and Calcol, and Dara, 5 of them all. Right? And then it says, and the sons of Carmi. Who's Carmi's dad? It don't tell us, but it tells us.
Right, okay, so let's do this. Dang, it's in my way. This Zoom thing being your way, man, that's annoying. Okay. This guy's okay. The sons of Judah, Pharez, Hezron, and Carmi. Her and Shabal. So Carmi is mentioned right along with Hezron and Pharez. Okay? Pharez, Hezron, Carmi. The sons of Judah. Pharez, Hezron, and Carmi. He's a son of Judah. That was the whole point for coming there. The whole point for coming here was to show that these guys are from Judah. It goes from Israel, it goes to Judah, then it eventually goes to King David, and then it goes to the woman with the Egyptian husband. That's why we went there. Okay? Reuben first. Okay. So, right here, the sons of Judah, Hezron, Phares, and Carmel. What is he talking about?
It tells us 5 of them all. Right?
So,
and then it says,
this is the third point. This is the second one, right? Yeah, it's the second point he lost. He says, show a woman of Israel having a baby with a Gentile or heathen, Egyptian, and the baby is still considered Israel, David, house of David. I did that. Verse 34 on down, I show how Sheshan is from David, and from David, he's Judah, and from Judah, he's Israel, and he has a daughter, no sons, and the daughter have sex with an Egyptian, and they have a son named Attai, and Attai has all these other sons, and these sons are accounted for as David's sons, as Judah's sons, as Israel's sons. Okay? So he went on a tangent afterwards.
And the sons of Carmi.
Listen to him.
Who's Carmi's dad? It don't tell us, but it's
okay. So I just showed y'all that.
It tells us who Perez's dad is, right? It tells us who Zerah's dad is, but it don't tell us who Carmi's dad is. What is that telling us? That there's not this continual continuity
the sons of pattern, Judah,
right? That you're just reading into the text. You're taking us down a.
Now he said, I read that in the text. The sons of Judah, Phares, Hezron, and Carmi. This dude is a plank. What is a plank? An idiot.
Rabbit hole, all right, of endless genealogies to try to make a point that the Bible does not make. Okay, so again, let's go back to Galatians 4:4, how we got.
Okay, so let's go back to Galatians. So we're leaving. So he left 1 Chronicles chapter 2. He took an L. All right, so he lost 2 points. He lost seed. He says seed is semen only. And then he later admitted, okay, seed is child, descendants. Now he says, prove that a Israelite woman can have a baby with a Gentile, heathen, Egyptian, and the baby is still considered Israel. We did that. It was David, house of David, Judah, Israel. We did that. He went on a tangent about who's Carmi, who's father, and the sons of Judah. So this is Judah, right? So Judah, and from Judah you get David, and before Judah and David you get Israel. So Sheshan, half heathen son, grandson, is of Judah, of David, and Israel. Okay, so he checks all the boxes.
Got here in the first. So you gonna leave that? All right. So I proved my point there. Go ahead. We can move on.
Galatians, you didn't prove anything. Galatians 4:4. This is what you brought us to.
Okay, so now let's go
together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. What is a pedigree?
Let's move on.
Which went up from Talmud, a generation by implication.
Okay, so he's going to do his little rant, his little preaching rant.
An age period of person. Rechab is a Canaanite.
Right, but that's his mother.
Yeah, but that again, your genealogy is reckoned by the house of your fathers according to the law and practices of the Israelites.
I just debunked that in 1 Chronicles chapter 2. But anyway, go ahead.
Israelites, the people that you're reading about in the Salmon, right. He placed, right? Let's keep reading. And Boaz begat Obed of Ruth. Boaz
so we're in Matthew chapter 1
inside of Ruth, and Obed came out, and then Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David the king, right? Yeah. And who's the her? The same. Who that we can read about in the Bible. Rehoboam begat Abiah. Rehoboam's mother is she's an Ammonite. Why? Well, I agree the covenant's not with them. The covenant's only with the Israelites, but that's not the reason why, because your mother does not determine your genealogy.
So we're going to scrap 1 Chronicles chapter 2, verse 34. Okay, fine. Okay. All right. So you asked for evidence. I gave it to you. And this is the reason why I'm reluctant to answer their questions when it comes to, when they want just solid proof to like show that I'm right. The reason why I be reluctant sometimes is because of this right here. I was like, yo, let's just move on to a greater point. This is why. If I tell you, ye will not believe. If I tell you, ye will not believe.
Your pedigree, the Israelites, and to the Son of God, to the Messiah. Right. Now it says, down Yosef down.
There we go.
Men who father children.
Okay.
Let's say, right. So let's look at this word right here. Sarah, we know that clearly, right? It doesn't tell you that Isaac begat Jacob.
Now we're at Matthew 1:16.
Rebecca, right? We know that, right? It is noting some notable women, right? It is. And Mary's a notable woman. Why? Because she is the.
Those women being named in Matthew 1 has nothing to do with notoriety. Okay? Yo, no one Western, please go in their chats when they go live. Ask them to explain what do they, or have asked them, yeah, why are these women in this genealogy? Ask any of them and compare their understanding with mine on why these women are here. They have no idea. All they say is, hey, they were famous, like Kataza. When I was there beating up on Captain, Kataza said, hey, these were famous women. And now he's saying women of notoriety.
The one who gave birth to the Son of God, to the Messiah of the nation of Israel. But let's look at the grammar of this, right?
Yeah.
For good measure, right? It says Jacob. So this is Greek, right? Yaakov de Egenisen down, Yosef down,
okay, so he's not reading the Greek right at all. Okay, he cannot read Greek. He even faked you out and faked me. At that time he faked me out. I didn't know what the hell he was saying. Okay, so but he faked me out and he faked you guys out and he's trying to fake us out today. Okay, it's not gonna work. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. All right, so here we go. Make it a little bigger. Okay. Now listen to the first name.
Greek, right? Right? It says Jacob. So this is Greek, right? Yaakov de Egenisen down.
That's not a Y, my boy. So that's not Jacob. That's not a Y. Remember you said earlier there were no Y's in Hebrew, and well, guess what? There was no Y's in Greek either. Okay, that's not a Y.
Yosef, Jacob. So this is Greek, right?
So not only is he going to say Jacob, but he's going to say Yosef too. So he's going to give two Y's.
It says Jacob. So this is Greek, right? Yaakov de Egenisen down, Yosef down.
Okay, so now for Joseph, that's not a. Okay, now you guys know Jesus' name, Jesus in the Greek. So even you guys know in the Bible it's like this. Where's the Y? And Joseph would be. Where's the Y? Why is he pronouncing a Y, but he claims he's reading Greek?
Andra Marias X Egenithi Jesus or Legamenos Christos. Right?
Now he didn't read that correctly.
What did I just say?
A bunch of nothing. Bad pronunciations. You said Jacob and Yosef. You said a lot of things incorrectly, bro.
So let's look at this word right here, Egenethan, right?
Yep.
This is the inflected root. Are you familiar with inflections?
A little bit, yeah.
Tell me something about inflections.
You want me to click on the thing? Because the thing about the Strongs is that it just defines it for you. So instead of just guessing, I just read it. You know, I ain't gonna come off the top.
I'm not asking what the root means. The root is Geneo. I know the root is Geneo.
The root is not Geneo, it's Ganao, but tomato, whatever.
But it's inflected as Egenethan.
That's wrong. This does not say Egenethan. Okay, this does not say eganethan. So if I'm wrong, he's wrong. We're both wrong.
I know the root is Janeo.
And I say I'm wrong. I'm saying at a year ago. Like I can read this stuff now, but
it's inflected as eganethan.
No, there's no such word as eganethan in the Bible.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So of course, Janeo. This doesn't help either. Right. Let's read the definition. Janeo, to procreate.
Okay. So now listen what he's gonna try to read for Ganal. So he's saying Janeo, right? He's the educator, right? So let's see what it actually says.
Strong's G 1080. Ganao. Ganao.
So why is he saying Janeo? All right. So now he went, look where he went. Now keep in mind, he's not sharing his screen. He conveniently doesn't share his screen. So he's going to outline biblical usage. He's not going to the definition, which is here. Okay. And here, he's going to outline biblical uses. All right. Okay. Whatever. Do your thing, bro.
Properly of the father, but by extension of the mother. Because again,
Oh, so what does that mean? So wait. Where did he read by extension of the mother? You see how this guy be lying? Yeah, he said, yeah, he just said by extension of the mother. He said of the father, but by extension of the mother. Where do you see that at?
in the father, the definition, Janeo, to procreate properly of the father, but by extension of the mother.
Okay, right here. I got it right
because
here.
Again, the father's the one who does it through the mother, right? To regenerate, bear, beget.
Oh, the father does it through the mother? What the hell is he talking about? How does a father start off the birth with the begot and then gets credit for the birth also? Like he actually delivers Jesus. So he's there humping and then he's pushing. This guy's weird.
Born, bring forth, conceive, be delivered of men, of gender, make spring, right? Let's look at the outline of biblical usage. Of men who father children, to be born, to be begotten of.
Yeah, look how fast he read past to be born. That's a woman, my boy.
Women giving birth to children. Women give birth to children because the man placed the seed inside of them, and that's.
We just went over the word seed. So he's back there. He was already debunked there. Seed is a child. But somehow he keep thinking seed is sperma, and sperma means in the Greek as it means in English. That's what he keep going back to. They all can't get that out of their brain.
That's how the Israelites reckon their genealogy, whether they were of Israel, right? They had to be able to sow their father's house and their seed, as we read in Ezra 2:59.
All right. So you got to procreate properly of the father, but by extension of the mother. So the mother's included in that. It says to bear, beget, born. This is all women actions. Bring forth, conceive, be delivered of. Okay, so to procreate, that's the father part of it. That's his action. That's his part of the verb. And then we get to regenerate, bear, beget, born, and all these other things that only women can do. So we see begot can be an action by the father, or it can be an action of the mother. So context lets you know which is doing the action, which is performing the action.
Right. So let's go back.
Yeah, go back.
Okay. Eganethan, right? It's inflected.
There's no such word as eganethan. He's badly pronouncing the Greek.
It's Janeo, but it's inflected as eganethan, right? What does that mean, right? So when we look at the part of speech, right, it's the aorist active indicative third person singular, right? Now, what's important to understand, right? Let's look at the voice, right? Active voice represents the subject as the doer or performer of the action.
Right.
Example, in the sentence, Jesus returned to Capernaum, Jesus performs the action.
So he's reading about the Greek word. This is the inflected Greek word for ganao. Okay, eganesen, not eganeth, and not eganethan. Like again, he cannot pronounce Greek. He can't even read it because no way you will think a th is here. Okay, so this is eganesen, right? So now he's showing you what eganesen means. So eganesen it's a verb in the active. It's in the active voice. Active voice means the subject is the doer or performer of the action. So Jacob is the performer or doer of begot. Okay? This is the subject. The subject is the doer or performer of the verb in its active sense. Watch how you screw this up.
Jesus is the one who's performing the action.
Right.
In that sense, same way that Jacob is the one that's performing who's performing. Turn to Capernaum, Jesus performs the action.
Definition.
Jesus is the one who's performing the action. Right. In that sense, same way that Jacob is the one that's performing the action of begetting Joseph. Right.
So now keep in mind, he said he agreed that the active means that the subject is performing the action. He said, just like in the example, it said Jesus is returning. He said, and Jacob is the one begotten. So Jacob is the performer of this action. Okay, keep in mind.
Now it says, down, Yosef, down.
There's no down. There's no down. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know where he went to learn his Greek, but it wasn't from no Greek educator. Okay, that was Sicarii varsity.
Andra, right, the husband of Mary. Now we gotta look at Mary, right? Marias. What's important to understand about how this is reckoned in the Greek is the case, the genitive case. The genitive case refers to the case used for a noun, pronoun, or adjective to show ownership. What is it telling us? That Joseph has ownership.
Okay, so this is a retard. He just read that the genitive is placed on Mary. It says feminine. So if the genitive is placed on Mary, and it says that that person showing ownership, then it will be Mary owning something, not Joseph. The genitive is not placed on Joseph. This is basic Greek 101. But let him continue to make follies of himself.
Of Mary. Let's go back to Luke 1 where you took us, right? Luke 1. Luke 1 and verse 27. A virgin, a spouse, meaning promised. She's being promised to be given to a man. She's going to become his possession, right? Matthew 1 is letting you know that Mary is the possession.
Okay, so he just made that up. He just made it up. That's not how genitive work. All right, watch this. This is how goofy he is. Genitive case, it says in Latin. I want Greek. Okay, look at this fool. The genitive case denotes possession. A noun or adjective or pronoun in the genitive case is often used as a possessive form of the object of a preposition. Okay, so it says that the noun Mary is used as a possessive form or the object of a preposition. The genitive case is used much like in the English language with the words my, your, his. Okay, so if it's placed on Mary, then that means Mary is the person with the possession. My, yours, his. So it would be hers. 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 A genitive often follows after the noun it qualifies. Okay, a genitive often follow after the noun it qualifies. Okay, let's get something else. The genitive case or possessive case is when the apostrophe S, is used to show possession. My grandmother's ring, my sister's car. So it'd be Mary's. It'll be Mary's something. The genitive case is used mainly with people and animals. It is rarely used with non-living things. However, sometimes it is used with. Can we get something? Okay, so same thing over and over and over and over. I want an example. Okay. Now look. It says tu auto kineto. Two. Okay. This is in genitive. I could tell by looking at it. This is genitive. It's a secret to know that. I won't give it up here. Niku. Niku's car. Okay. So the genitive case is used much like in the English language with words such as my. We read genitives often. Okay, we read that. I want some examples. No, I don't want that. All right, it's not going to show. So now we have blue letter, genitive case. This function of the genitive is considered to be its basic usage. It describes and or depicts a noun. For example, the house of blue. Okay, so now when something's in a genitive, the word of follows it. So it says, for example, the house of blue describes the house as being a blue house. The chair of reclining describes a chair that is reclining. Okay, so when it's something is in a genitive case, the word of follows that noun or pronoun, okay, or adjective. So we got the house of. So the house is in the genitive because of follows it. Let's go back. Mary of follows Mary. Of does not follow Joseph. You know how I know that? Because there's no of. This is added. This is just, see, this is the Greek. Do you see of there? But you do see of here, though. This is of, by the way. It's of. So when it says of Mary here, that's word not there. That word is not there. So it's just Andra, Marias, X. Okay? So this is of. You want more proof? Okay. So you see how it says right here, Zara of Tamar? Watch this. So it's ek. So there's actually a word for of. And if it's not in the Greek and it's in the English, that means it wasn't there in the Greek. It's added for us English readers to make sense for us. So let's go back down to Mary. Okay, so keep in mind, when you're in a genitive, the of will follow you to show ownership. So we got the husband met. We got the Jacob begot Joseph. The husband Mary. There's no of here. There's no ek. But we got Mary ek, whom was born Jesus. So this is clearly pointing to Mary is owning something. You know what she's owning? She's owning the birth of Jesus. She's the one owning this action. She's the only one. Only women can give birth to a Jesus. So keep screwing up, Ahrayahla.
Wife that belongs.
So Mary's in the genitive, and keep in mind that let's do this. Let's go a step further. So Mary, this is what he's not going to show you. You see, it says Mary is in a genitive singular feminine, GSF, right? I don't see GSF for Joseph. But look who else is GSF. Whom. So when it says Mary of whom, this is Mary of her. Don't forget, it's genitive. It's possession. It's possessive. So a possessive pronoun is her or mine, hers. Of Mary, of hers, of her was born Jesus. Now look at whom. Whom is a relative pronoun, genitive, singular, feminine. This points back to Mary, who is also, this is GSF. So is Mary. Whom is GSF? Mary genitive. This is genitive. Mary's genitive. They connect. Just like ASM, husband. Who's the husband? Isn't it Joseph? Okay. It's Joseph, right? That's why it says the Joseph. ASF. So in Greek, you got ton, not down. So the Joseph. So if you know about languages, different languages, they use like El Chapo. You see, we got to say El Chapo, the Chapo. So yeah, so a lot of times the definite article is attached to the proper name. So we have the Joseph, and the Joseph is ASM, and husband is ASM, because this points to husband, points to Joseph. So we have GSF, genitive singular feminine. This points to the whom, who is GSF, because the whom is who is borning Jesus. Let's go further. Who and whom are the same thing. So we got Jesus, who is called Christ. So the who doesn't skip past Jesus to go to Mary, just like the whom doesn't skip past Mary and go to Joseph. Now let's show you the commonalities with the who. So Jesus is NSM. Look at the who. NSM. It's that simple to connect this stuff. This is like connect the dots. NSM, who? NSM, Jesus. So Jesus is the who. Mary, GSF, whom? GSF. Mary and whom is born in Jesus. Case closed. So this is the third argument he lost.
To Joseph, right? Espoused to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David. So it's abundantly clear that Joseph is of the house of David. You will never find anywhere in the scriptures that say that Mary is of
We read that in Luke chapter 1, verse 27. We did read that.
The house of David or of the tribe of Judah. Right? There's no mention of her tribe.
So as incorrect he is during his eisegesis, I will give him credit for this and only this. He did not want to do a part 2. He didn't want to run it back. He didn't want to run it back like Turbo. Okay, so I give him credit to not being that stupid, right? So he's low, but he's not all the way low. Peace, living by the way, yes sir. So now again, this is over a year ago. This is well, it was premiered December 22nd, 2022, but the debate I think happened during like December like 17, like 5 days earlier. So I didn't know this stuff like I do now.
When we look at her name, Miriam in Hebrew, that's a.
I knew it wasn't pointing to Jesus. I knew that much. I couldn't show you in the Greek, but I can show you in English.
That's a classical Levite name, and she happens to be the cousin of a Levite.
You heard this clown? He said Mary is a Levite name, and she happened to be cousins with a Levite. Okay, brother. You see his name right here? This is a classical Levite name. Okay? This, I believe, is a classical Levite name. This is I think this is Benjamite or Levite. So the name thing, stop it. This is Levite. Okay? So yeah, so you don't want to do the name and trace it back to the origins, because we'll see a lot of these names go to Levite and Benjamin. So that's a weak argument.
What a queen.
Yeah, so living by the way, subscribe, bro, because I'm on these guys' head. Okay, I'm on these guys' head. I'm supposed to be debating Sicarii sometime next week. I think he might have cold feet. None of them can beat me. So the best they can do is deception tactics, and they can try to use trickery of words and try to change my words around. But as far as information, there's no way they can win. He said, living by the way, said, I've been saying to the brothers how we need to learn the Greek language more better to gain better understanding of the, yeah. So living by the way, if you come here more, we do that here. Check this out. So this is the place to learn the basics of Greek. This ain't the end all be all. Like there's better teachers, but I can give you a good solid introduction. I can give you a good solid direction after the introduction where to go to further your education. I got so many I'm subscribed to so many YouTube channels with great teachers. I communicate with them, I inbox them, they give me answers. And I even inboxed one on the word begot after I was studied in it. But I wanted corroboration. I know, who am I, right? So this debate right here is supposed to be happening next week sometime. Let's see. But I believe he's going to have cold feet. Their information is not better than mine. Their exegesis is not better than mine. They can't beat me nowhere in the Bible on the understanding, the context. It's a watch. It's a watch. None of them could beat me. Captain Tazariot, Guerrilla Hebrew, none of them. Okay, Brother Zabak, dig them out of retirement. None of them could beat me on this subject, the virgin birth. And I got so many skeletons in my closet. I buried so many One West Israelites already in the subject. And you're looking at one a girl named Ahrayahla, Sicarii. Okay. Yeah. So I want to show you this though. I went here to show you this. So if you want a good, solid foundation on the Greek, let me see. Where is my notes? I can save you so much time because when you read the stuff for yourself, you're gonna be totally lost. So I can save you so much time if you decided to, first of all, I made this right here. I knew some brothers and sisters would come after me when I learned this stuff. So that's why I put together something for you. That's the Greek. So this is all me. I put this together. It's a little slight introduction. So we see we got Joseph. We got, this is actually the passage. This is 116. So I show you I begot. So I show you definite articles. I go into the passage, the text itself to show you examples of what I'm saying. To have, this is the infinitive verb. Okay. And I show you how to conjugate it. Don't forget conjugated. Conjugation is described right here. And then you'll have the verbs in the infinitive sense. And then I'll show you how to conjugate them. Okay. So this is like a starter thing just to see if you can follow this. If you can follow this little simple thing right here, then you can go further in a more thorough layout of the Greek. But it's very interesting. I think it's slight. It's not as easy as Spanish, but it's easy as Spanish. I will say that. And also, I was pointing out this. So let me point this out to you. So tatu gino school scantes oti hach palios emon anthropos. That means man. Anthropos means man. Sune sto roti ina katar gay to soma his amartias. Okay, and this is right here. Oh, I messed that up. This is harmatias. I said R. Now there's a way to know when it's H. It's deep. Like, so you got to know how to pronounce the H or not the H. Sometimes the H is silent, like the G in lasagna. Okay, so anyway, let me go here for you. Because not only I study Greek, I study Spanish. Okay, so let me go down to 116. So I don't need to do it in English or Greek. I could do it in Spanish to show you how this is still two different verbs. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so it don't give you the option unless it's small. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Bibles. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the Spanish Bible. Right here. Okay. Y Jacob Alejandro. Okay, so this is a Jose. So we got Alejandro as begat. A Jose, Marido, no, yeah, Marido de María, de la cual nació Jesús, el cual es llamado el Cristo. Okay, so now we got, let me just click it. Boom. So look at this. I want to go to the actual verse. Okay, here we go. So you got Alejandro. So we know this is begat. Sheconias Alejandro. Alejandro, okay? Salatio. So we got Alejandro. So we know Alejandro is begat. Okay, we get off that. We go to Jesus, and now we have Alejandro for Jacob and Jose, but we don't have it for here. So why is it different also in Spanish? So look what nacio is. Nacio. Look at this. This is how easy it is to do this. I don't gotta do this. I can do it in Spanish. So you see me, I'll be on French, I'll be on everything. All right. So let's go to Spanish. This guy's not ready for me, man. It's a waste of time, but it's necessary to beat these guys up. Okay, so look, nació born. So we got Maria de la Cual born Jesus. So we got born here also, different from Alejandro. Okay, so nació.
Nació.
Told you. So go ahead and keep lying.
Winky ding, right? But let's keep going, right? She belongs to Joseph, right? That's what the Greek language. All right.
So that's my personal use. But anything I make for myself is always in the guise to share. So everything I ever do is to document for somebody after me. That's everything I usually learn. Like when I learned chemistry. I documented all the steps to if somebody was struggling or wanted to learn or be introduced to the introduction to chemistry, boom, you got it. So it's like a baby spoon way, baby bottle way, pacifying way to learn it quicker because I went through the rough edges. So then I'll say, okay, how will I pass this along to somebody else behind me? They don't have to struggle like I did. So I put it in the most easiest way possible to give it back. So that document is my personal use, but my personal use is public. That's why I shared it. Okay, so I was thinking how the Messiah knew what was in the heart of man. Right. And not only that, what about this right here? What about this passage? Let's go to Matthew 8. So this was the dilemma amongst the Israelites at the time. How about this? What kind of man is this? But the men marveled, saying, what manner, they're saying like you, what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? So they knew this wasn't no ordinary man born from a man and woman. Well, let's stay in Matthew's. Let's go to 13. Go to 55, where they try to say this is the carpenter's son. Even they was like, yo, whence have this man this wisdom and these mighty works? They didn't believe these were human attributes. Okay, look at this. And his sisters, are they not all with us? Whence then had this man all these things? They was like, how can this earthly man that's supposed to be the son of the carpenter, the son of Mary, and brethren, James, Joseph, Simon, Judas, how was this man born like us have all these things? They didn't think that was humanly possible. Like, what kind of guy is this? That's because they didn't understand that this was not his father. This was his supposed father, which tells you in Luke 3:23. Okay.
And grammatical structure shows
it. So I don't need around
Mary is
guy now, a year or some change later. I don't need around two with this guy because I know I'm 1,000 levels above him. So I instead called out his leader. I don't want him. I mean, I'll take him, lunch meat, another, I beat him up again, this time worse. But this is what I'm fishing for. Let me show you what I'm fishing for. Okay. So if you don't know me, my name is Unbiased Sports, and look who I'm fishing for. I don't want a small fry like him that don't understand Greek. I want his boss. Come on. I rebuke you, Satan. Okay, hold on. All right, so let me go ahead and do this right here. Deacon, I beat up Deacon.
Who is unbiased sports,
I hate
bro?
when it does this.
I'm gonna tell you right now, 2020. Who is?
Okay. So this is me in the middle. I'm on Sinetta TV. This is Jeremiah Judas. This is Sinetta. This is Guerrilla Hebrew. I don't want that peasant. Like I said, lunch meat, I'll take him again, but I'm stepping on his head. I caught out this guy.
Who is unbiased sports?
No. Deacon. I beat up Deacon.
Who is unbiased sports, bro? Who is unbiased sports?
No. Okay, so that's his way of not wanting to talk to me, but look what happened on the low. Look what happened on the low. Okay. Look what happened under Deacon's nose. When Unbiased Sports had gotten to that Greek. Okay,
Look what happened when unbiased sports got into that Greek.
Yes.
Only left. Deacon is down. Outside is down.
Who are you, bro? You no one's ever heard of you doing anything to anybody from Sicarii ever in life. It's not a real thing, bro.
Okay, show him the footage. Okay, show him the footage. He said, show him the footage. Joseph does not beget anybody in the old. All right, so this is a recording with me and Hassad. This is a Facebook call between me and Hassad. Okay, Hassad Sicarii. So we're going over Matthew 1:16, the same thing that this guy follied on. Listen to this. In the older Greek text, it's older than the Syriac.
Okay, let's look at the text and let's look at the Greek.
If you know Hassad's voice, you know that's Hassad's voice.
Matthew 1:16. And Jacob begot Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Christ. Let's take a look at the Greek word for born. Ganeo. What does ganeo mean? Of men.
Now, I'm sharing this on Sinai TV. I'm showing how beat up Deacon, Gorilla Boys. It's like, dude, you're the last one standing alive.
Who fathered children. So it does say that.
Yes.
Only left. Deacon is down. Outside is down. Oh, wait. That wasn't the full. That wasn't the full receipt. Hold on. Let me get y'all the full receipt. Y'all deserve the full receipt. That was a little clip. I don't know why. That was the whole thing. I had on the clip. Think. All right. Look, let me just do it this way. It's a lot easier. Y'all deserve the whole thing. Okay, here it's only 3 minutes, so it won't. 3 minutes. It won't take long. I got 3 minutes on him. I got 4 minutes on Deacon. So I did speak to these guys. They just didn't know who they were speaking to. They thought some random happy-go-lucky Christian that didn't know what I was talking about. All right, so first one down. Aside. You're only left. Deacon is down. Aside is down.
Who are you, bro? You no one's ever heard of you doing anything to anybody from Sicarii ever in life. It's not a real thing, bro.
Okay, show him the footage. Okay, show him the footage. Joseph does not beget anybody in the older Greek text. It's older than the Syriac.
Okay, let's look at the text and let's look at the Greek. Matthew 1:16. And Jacob begot Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Christ. Let's take a look at the Greek word for born. Ganeo. What does ganeo mean? Of men who fathered children.
All right, hold on. It's breaking up. Let me close out some tabs. Let me close out some tabs. Okay, we should be good.
So it does say that.
No.
It does say Joseph was the father of Jesus. What does it mean to father a child? You have sex with a woman and make a baby.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because that same Greek word is used in Matthew 1:15. And Eliud begat Eleazar, and Eleazar begat. Same word.
No, it's not the same word. So
it is.
So when I looked at it,
no. It is Strong's G 1080. It's the exact same word.
No. Look, you heard him. It's the exact same word. He stood on business, right? Watch this. 10 toes down. Look, I got you. It's the same word. It's not this. Don't do that. I'll start being choppy now. Inflected word.
No, it's the same exact word, brother. Strong's G 1080.
All right, so do me a favor. So look up to the actual Greek text, right, in that translation. So you're gonna see Texas receptors, and you're gonna.
So do these words look the same? So I'm showing these are the words I'm showing. Do that word and this word look the same? So stop saying it's the exact same word when these words are not exact.
See the Greek word, and you're not gonna see ganao in the scriptures at all, because ganao cannot be in the scriptures. Ganao is a first person verb. So it's like Spanish. I study Spanish. It's hablo is first person. That means me. I speak. But if I want to say you speak, I would say hablas, right? But if I want to say somebody else outside of it speak singular, I would say habla.
Hold on, I got it. I'll go back, but it's breaking up. You can send these guys right now over here. Anybody inbox these guys, come right now. While I'm in the spirit, watch out thrash any one of them.
Okay, so habla would be third person, hablo would be first person, hablas would be second person. So ganao is first person. So we know that can't be in the Bible because that's Matthew's actually begetting somebody. So if you look in the Greek, the word is actually eganesin. So and that means and the e before the g just means past tense. So that's why I say ganao would say I did this present tense. It's a present verb. It has to be past tense. Oh, so that's why the e is there. The e represents past tense.
It's the same as when it says Eliud begat Eleazar. What's the Greek word for begat right there?
So he doesn't know. So he's asking me now. So I called his bluff. He doesn't know. Now I'm gonna educate this fool.
Eliud begat Eleazar. What's the Greek word for begat right there?
Eganesin.
Okay.
You hear that, Ahrayahla? Eganesin, not eganethan, fool.
When it says in Matthew 1:16, of whom was born Jesus, what's the Greek word for born right there?
Eganethe.
Is it the same word?
No.
No? Okay. What's the difference between the first one and the second one?
So
He doesn't know. Now I'm educating this boy on the spot. It's my son. I begot him. He worried about who begot Jesus. He need to worry about who begot him.
So if you was to see eganethe and everywhere it's used in the New Testament, it's always a woman giving birth. If you look at begot, that's going to the father.
Okay. Got you. Okay. That's a fair point. I can definitely look into that. That's a fair point.
Body bag. Guy's not ready, man. Now get out of here and go back to the drawing board and concoct another lie.
Possession, right? She belongs to Joseph, right? Eganethan, right?
Now I already explained all this. Mary's in a genitive. That means something belongs to her. When you're in a genitive, something belongs to you, not you belong to somebody else. That's not how that works, buddy.
Now, let's look at this, right? Eganethan, right? It's different than Eganethan, right? Now, let's look at this, right? It's in the aorist tense, passive voice, indicative mood, right? Boom. Now, let's look at the voice, right? Passive voice represents the subject as being the recipient of the action. In the sentence, we were comforted, the subject, we, receives the action, right? So what this tells us is that Mary being the possession of Joseph, right? Joseph is the one who does the begetting.
Wait, Deacon lie. He's live right now asking for smoke. All right, let me help this guy. All right. Let me see if he's live. Shit. Oh, damn, man. Oh, my God. My babysitter's coming back with my son. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Address that question to Ahrayahla Sicarii, the moderator in the chat.
We told you about this dude. We warned you about that group, and you don't listen. So you know what? You could just be destroyed with him because this dude is basically bringing damnable heresy.
The man they believe is Apostle Paul, elder to R. He said we're the top camp. So, I mean,
All right, so I don't want to be flagged. Yeah, they are live. All right, so I'm going to try to say something. Maybe they get me on. Let me end this live so I don't get flagged.